Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you how to do brick stitch. So I'm just going to use some of these delicate beads to show you, just because these tend to work the best for brick stitch. So brick stitch looks basically the same as peyote stitch does, but it's built in the opposite direction, if that kind of makes sense. So I'm just going to do a little section here, but you're going to need to start with 2 beads. Just slide these down, and then we're just going to go back up through that first bead we put on the string there. I'm just using the black thread too, so you can see where the thread's going a little bit easier. Go. I'm just going to go back down through this one, and then I'm going to add another bit on too. This little startup section that we're doing here is called a ladder stitch, because it's just, one long string of beads. It sort of looks a little bit like a ladder, if you can kind of see that when my thing focuses. There we go. Alright, I might do one more for our little row. So again, we're just going to pick up 1 bead. I'm just going to go back in through there. Alright, so our second row of brick stitch, you're going to pick up 2 beads. What you need to do is, can you see here this little bit of thread between the beads here? To make sure my camera is focusing, it's been a bit annoying at the moment. Just there, so we're putting our needle underneath that bit of thread and catching that, and pulling our threads too. Just be careful when you're doing a first row like this too. The beads will sometimes go a little bit out of alignment, if you can see there. Just keep working through it and they'll sort themselves out. If not, you can always go back and sew through them again a little bit to pull them into place. Now, actually, I've got a bit of myself there. So what you need to do next is just sew up through the bead here and pull tight. There, and that's our first little bit of brick stitch. Let's continue on picking up in 1 more bead, going underneath that loop there and picking it up and pulling through until our little bead sits nice on the wheel work there, and then back up through that bead and pull tight. Now I'm going to add 1 more bead in this row. We're going to do this bead a little bit differently, because as you can see here, sort of at the end of the row, and we don't have another bit of thread to pick up here. So what you're going to do instead is just go back down through the bead there at the bottom of the row and pull tight. Now we're going to go, I'm just going to hook onto this little bit of thread under here just to sort of secure it in place, and I'm going to go back up this way. Now this row will be sort of an increase section, if that makes sense. So what's going to happen is we're going to pick up 2 beads again. So it's going to look a little bit different to the first row we did, because we've got that sort of indent here, and instead we're going to keep going out like we did here. So you've got your 2 beads, and you're going to go through the loop between the beads there, pull tight, oop, and if I get the right spot, up through your bead there and pull through. There we go. So if you can see here, it's gone, continuing going out on this just sort of diagonal here. So it's going to do 1 more row together. So under the loop, pull through, make sure my thread doesn't get too tangled, and then back up through your bead. Pick up another bead under the loop, and back up. and we sort of get this shape here, which is kind of, we got this diagonal bit here, so like a diamond. But if you want to get more of a square shape, what we can do is add another bead on here. So kind of like we did before, we're just going straight through that bead there because we don't have a loop to go through. All the way down. And I'm going to pick up this loop at the bottom here to hold our thread in place. And then we're going to go back up through that middle bead there. Yeah, my camera will not focus today. You get the idea. Do that middle bead, and then back up the top. And we're ready to start the next row. So here you go, this is how you do a brick stitch. It's a pretty quick little tutorial there. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!